Christmas has come to Creekside a little early this year. We got our very first order of unique stone yesterday. Come with me and let me show you all the beautiful things that we got. Hello friends, welcome to Gardening with Creekside. I am Jenny, and yes, we got our very first order from Unique Stone yesterday afternoon, and I am just beyond excited about this shipment. Of course, I think probably like most of you, we first were introduced to Unique Stone from our beloved Laura over there at Garden Answers. She has used their products for several years now, and so she was the one that turned me on to them. But I can't believe I didn't know about them because they are a fellow North Carolina company. They are out of Rockingham, North Carolina, and what makes them unique is that each of their pieces is either a historical replica of a piece that has been around for, years, even hundreds of years in some cases, or they are historically inspired. So what they do over at Unique Stone is they find all these beautiful antiques, whether they are like a planter and an urn or a little statue, and then they take those antiques. If need be, they will do some slight repairs to them. They make cast from them, and then they create these gorgeous concrete planters, statues, pieces from them, and then of course they're available for us to purchase. Is really neat because you can get exact historical pieces, or you can get inspired pieces. So they'll have, whether it's like with the Biltmore collection, perhaps like this urn right here is part of their Biltmore collection. Maybe this is, and I don't know this, but I'm just talking here. They took architectural pieces from the Biltmore house and wove it into a planter. So that's why it's what we say inspired by history. And then they come in different finishes, different colors that you get to choose how you want it to look. So as we go through here, we will make sure that we pop up on the screen the colors that these pieces are, because each one of them are different. I told Jerry yesterday morning, I said, I feel like a kid at Christmas because I was just so excited about getting this order. When you place your order, it takes them 4 weeks to make your pieces because they are custom made. So it's not a quick, 4 weeks is a pretty quick turnaround, but because they are handmade, you have to wait a little bit. It was well worth the wait. I will go ahead and tell you, because we did order these, end of fall, now it's, practically Christmas time right now, that the big planters that you will see, all of these are for customers. So they are already pre-sold. We had several customers who knew exactly what they wanted and asked us to add their orders onto our orders, which of course we happily did. So if you are somewhat local and you know exactly or have an idea of what you want from Unique Stone, please send us your information and we will be happy to put your order on our order. So the big pieces are already sold. We will have planters that are not pre-sold here in the spring. So if you're looking for something, know that Creekside will have Unique Stone for sure. So let's go through. These two beautiful urns, like I've already mentioned, are part of the Biltmore collection. They're the, I'm probably butchering this, the name will go up, the Espelande urns. So they're two nice big ones, and you will see these, this is the panel, large panel pedestal. They're going on top of these. It is going to make a massive, gorgeous statement for sure. All of the planters with Unique Stone do have drain holes in them. So I know we always talk about that, so you don't have to worry about that. So they do have drain holes, but can you imagine that gorgeous urn on top of this pedestal? It's gonna be magnificent, absolutely gorgeous. Now, some of these that I'm going to show you now are for us, or will be here at the nursery. This sweet little thing right here is, she's Bashful Betty, and Bashful Betty is this cute little girl, kind of doing a little curtsy with her dress, and she is going to be ours. So she is one of the 2 pieces that is going to, after this video, go straight back up to our house and be put into the garden. I just thought she was so sweet, and my grandmother, my grandmama, her name was Betty. So this is my little wink and nudge to having my grandmama with us even more. So when I see her, there's bashful Betty. So then the cute little cat, the cat with the bow, because I mean, if you're a cat person, you're a cat lover. So this will be out in the pines. She'll be ready to be sold. So she is up for sale for right now. Then we have the Imperial Dragon. Now this Imperial Dragon has a little bit of a story. Normally Jenny would not be getting kind of a Chinese, Asian themed dragon, lion, but our beloved Christine, who is my bestie girlfriend and who works with us and is our video editor, creative genius extraordinaire, she and her family lived in China for almost about 10 years. So when we were looking at unique stone, she saw the Imperial Dragon. This is part of the Biltmore series also. And so she said these are all in China, and she loved it. So this is her Christmas present that she does not know about. She's going to come here in a couple of hours and I'm going to go, surprise, Merry Christmas. So this sweet thing is going to go home with Christine and will be out in her garden. Then we have the cute little bunny, the bunny with the basket of flowers. She will be for sale also. We'll put her out in the pines and she will be out there. So if you're local and you want a cute little bunny, she's ready to go. Now, I've mentioned that Unique Stone they have a Biltmore collection, and then they have the historic Charleston collection. For those of you that maybe not around this area, Charleston, South Carolina is only about 3.5, 4 hours away from us. It has just rich in history, massive architectural interest. I mean, it's just a beautiful, beautiful city. This is one of those inspired pieces from Charleston. So this is the Charleston boy with the basket. Laura has this, and she has done many videos where she has planted up the little basket. So this one is for sale. It will spend the winter until it gets sold. It will go over underneath, kind of near the outhouse. I already have a spot picked out for it. So he will go over there, the Charleston boy. Then we have this gorgeous, this is the Savannah urn, and the Savannah urn is this massive bowl, and it comes with the pedestal. So it's not attached to the pedestal, so Jerry and I lifted this up very carefully and put it down on the pedestal before we got this video going. I have this one, and then I have another one exactly like this that is going to go in a customer's yard next week. So she contacted me back in the fall, and she has this deep shade, like a truly shade spot on her pool patio that gets no direct sun whatsoever, and it's a very large space, and she wants to have a permanent planter there and have obviously plants and flowers in it. So we're going to install this on Tuesday. For now, we're going to fill it with all sorts of great greenery, kind of that winter Christmas greenery feel, and then come early spring, I've already got it planned out, and we're going to fill this with shade perennials, all sorts of different kinds. I'm sure that we'll document that whole process, but this one and another Savannah urn just like it are going to go to Miss Kathy's house next week. Then coming on down here, we have another order from a customer. So you can see the big difference here in color. I do remember that this is sienna red. Sienna red is just that beautiful, dark, rich, orange, reddish tone to it. Love it. So this is the Corinthian urn. And then these are the large, I want to say the rope and weave baskets. We'll make sure we put all the technical names up there. So she's going to put those out in her yard. And then the cute little Cheshire cat. So the Cheshire cat is also Marianne's, so it will be going home with her. Again, beautiful. And the thing is about this unique stone, it's an investment that will literally last you, your children. I mean, it's not going anywhere. These pieces are stout, they are heavy. So if you go to Unique Stone's website, they do great. Like, you can look through all the collections. They will give you the dimensions, so just get out your tape measure and look look at it. They will also give you the weight, because you look at that Savannah urn that we just showed you, that is over 300 pounds. So that's just something to think about when you're ordering. Will you be able to move it to the spot that you want to? And then, of course, Babe. I was so excited yesterday when Jerry was opening up the box and he was like, it's some kind of animal.
Kind of animal down there.
It's the pig! It's Babe! And I saw it and I was just so excited. Why was I excited about a pig? Well, growing up, my daddy was a pig farmer. And so he would breed and raise pigs till what they call the feeder pig stage. Basically, that's like a teenager sized pig. So a little bit bigger than this. But Babe is just like, the expression on this pig's face, first of all, is just absolutely precious. You will notice that there are two of them. One is going to go in our yard. Again, this is that second piece that I told you is going to go straight up to our garden. And then the other one is for my mama. So this is her Christmas present. Again, she doesn't know it. So when she comes home this afternoon, surprise! So she gets a Babe also to put into her garden. Hopefully, I think she will be as excited as I am about Babe. And then we got this great plaque. Unique Stone also makes not only the urns and the planters and the statuaries, but they also do a lot of plaques that you can display in your garden, on walls, all sorts of things. This one is about the funniest thing. It's called the Gardener's Prayer. And when I first saw it, I was, thinking, oh, this is going to be this really like serious prayer. Well, it is a lot of tongue in cheek. It is so cute and so funny. Stay tuned to the end and we'll put it up there so that you can read it. It's an absolute scream. But I will say, so this is a nice plaque, but they do attach a hanger on the back so that you can put it on a wall, tree, whatever you want to put it on. And then the last piece that we got is this precious hippo. I don't know what it is about this hippo that I just absolutely love. It is just the cutest little squattiest hippo. I just think it has full of personality and character on it. Now, the hippo itself comes like that. So it has this nice flat shelf, for lack of a better word, on the top, and then you could leave it that way. I went ahead and got a planter because the Unique Stone is great in that they tell you what the top measurements are of this and then what the measurements of the base of this little small urn are. So I made sure that they would match up, not perfectly, but at least enough, and then use this as a planter on top. But of course, if you wanted just the hippo by itself, you could do that. You could always put something else on top of there, whatever you wanted to do. But I just think it's just the cutest little thing. This one is for sale. Jackson was over here earlier this morning and he was like, Mama, I think out of all the pieces, the hippo's my favorite. He said, so if you do sell it, you have to buy another one so that we can put it in our garden. And since this is Christmas time, one of our favorite, with the kids and I, our favorite Christmas songs, tongue-in-cheek, is I Want a Hippopotamus for Christmas. I think maybe that's what it is. I just think she's so cute. And then as a little extra added benefit, which I think is a benefit, are that when Unique Stone comes, of course they are really well packed. I mean, they have to be. They're heavy. You can't let them wobble. They are packed using these recycled burlap coffee bean bags. It's a mouthful. We have this whole pallet that's a double pallet stacked, and then we have another pallet that is like at least half this amount. And I went through, because of course they're all balled up, wrapped around everything, but there are burlap bags that tell you, because of course, that's the really fun thing about these bags is they have the writing on them and everything. But there are bags from, you name where coffee grows, pretty much that's where the bags come from. Guatemala, Honduras, Mexico, Indonesia, Ethiopia. I know I'm leaving some out, but it's really, really neat to see those. And as I was cleaning them out, burlap is very fuzzy, shall we say. Even now I can see it all floating. So I had it up my nose, I had it in my eyes, I had it in my mouth, everywhere. I'm just actually like a burlap fuzz bucket right now. These are going to be really fun. We have them stacked up. We will put them, obviously we don't want them to get rained on. We'll keep them nice and dry. If you want a black hole to go down, go onto Pinterest and put in burlap coffee bean bags. Oh my word, there are a gazillion different crafts that you can do with these bags. I'm sure that, I don't know what we're gonna do with all these bags, but so if you have any ideas or any projects, list them down there in the comments below. But I hope you have enjoyed this little sneak peek into this first order that we have gotten from Unique Stone. It is our first. It certainly will not be our last. We will proudly carry these products. Again, if you are somewhat local and you want to place an order, just shoot us an email or a message and let us know. We'll be happy to help you in any way that we can. And as always, thank you so much for gardening with Creekside. If I don't see you before Christmas, Merry, Merry Christmas. We love you. Thank you so much. See you in the next video. Bye, friends. Isn't this fun, honey?
Yes. Heavy.
Jerry doesn't know exactly what I ordered from this. Surprise! Look how cute she is. The Gardener's Prayer. O Lord, grant that in some way it may rain every day, say from about midnight to 3 o'clock in the morning. But you see, it must be gentle and warm so that it can soak in. Grant that at the same time it would not rain on campion, alyssum, lavender, and the others which you know in your infinite wisdom are drought-loving plants. I will write their names on a little piece of paper if you like. And grant that the sun may shine the whole day long, but not everywhere. No, not on instance on spirea, or on the plantain lily and rhododendron, and not too much, that there may be plenty of dew and a little wind, enough worms, no aphids and snail, no mildew, and that once a week liquid manure and guano may fall from heaven. Amen. Author unknown.